Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and we are here at Kokomo as the Mighty Midget series brings you a triple header tonight, 2 in a row at Kokomo, and then we dash off to Huset's to wrap up the night. So everyone strap in, hold on tight, because we got a lot of racing to do here tonight. Gonna fire off right away into heat race number 1. Craig Silby going to be starting up on the front row. Go ahead and get a look at the rest of our starting grid for heat race number 1. Craig Silby and David Krikorian in row number 1. Row 2, James Gray and Lizzie Smith. Row 3, going to be Billy Barrows and Logan Henderson. Just waiting on Lizzie Smith make a appearance, and it looks like Lizzie going to miss the call to the grid. I believe we're going to have 2 heat races here tonight. My last count only showed we had about 13 cars in here, with 6 on this one, of 6 in the next one. They go around one more time. We're going to fire them off, get into it. So off the nose of James Gray for this start. Green flag is out. Here we go. Silby gets an early start. Gray going down to the bottom here in the midget. Very bold move. You got to be smooth on the throttle because it will pick the front end up in a hurry. So Silby out in front. Krikorian second, trying to close in that 66. Logan Henderson, though, sitting in third, feeling a little bit of pressure from Billy and James Gray. It's shaping up to be a 3-car battle for third. Everyone down the backstretch going to get 3 to go this time around. So Silby out in front, running the bottom line, picking the front end up there, making it dance just a little bit. Settles it back down and looking very smooth either on the high side or the bottom so far here in heat race number 1. Final lap, one more time around. Here comes the checkered flag, and Silby gonna wrap it up. Krikorian, Henderson, Billy Barrows, and James Gray wrap up this heat race number 1. Move on to heat race number 2. Starting lineup for this one. Brent Wacker on the inside pole position. Wayne Anelski on the outside. Josh Gerlach, Reed Borchardt, and Bobby Yonke make up heat race number 2. The 5 midgets in this heat race here at Kokomo. Plenty of room for these guys to get after it. A little bit of a sedated start from the outside lane. As Wayne drops to the back. Got a little crossed up. Meanwhile, Josh Gerlach out in front. Josh comes into tonight as our point leader in the Mighty Midget Series, tied with Craig Silby in the Ironman Series. They're coming up down the backstretch with 3 to go. Gerlach, Borchardt sitting 1 and 2. Yonke in 3rd, Wayne in 4th, and Brent Wacker falling to 5th place. Gerlach, final lap under some heavy pressure. As Reed trying to make the inside lane work. Josh has it coming off of turn number 4, and Josh gonna pick up heat race number 2. Reed in 2nd, 3rd goes to Bobby Yonke. Wayne and Inelski and Brent Wacker in 5th. I hope I'm getting that one right. All right, so our 3rd and final heat race. Getting ready to roll out. Go ahead and take a look at the starting grid for this one. Mike Gabard on the inside of row number 1 with Richie Gaines to his outside. Austin Motley and Garrett Boyd for row number 2. And then Cody Parmley in the final starting spot here tonight. Cody picked up 2 wins last week, making him this week's hot shoe. So keep an eye on that car starting in 5th place. Green flag is out, and the 81 of Gabard gets out to the early lead. Armley way up top, gets the door closed on him just a little bit, has to check up. Meanwhile, Gabard, Boyd, Motley going at it, trying to make it 4 wide. We're going to go 3 wide off of turn number 4. Heck of a battle down here at Kokomo. Gonna have 4 laps to go. Harmley trying to find a way around, gonna shoot through a gap. Oh, sorry, that was Motley. Oh, it was Parmley. Yeah, there we go. Parmley now trying to take over the race lead. For the moment, at it, set the fastest lap of the race at a 12.85. Looking out the back of this race car. One more time around, final heat race here in tonight's opening event for the triple header. And Parmley gets it done. Boyd, Motley, Gabard, and Gaines. As we go into a warm-up session, drivers will have just a few minutes, if they're allowed out on the track, to just get in their final few adjustments, seeing where they want to end up setup-wise for tonight's event. Want to thank you all for coming out here tonight and enjoying this racing action with me. Roger is away on vacation. I am filling in for him. We call it a vacation, but what it really is I buried him in my backyard. It's fine. It's fine. He enjoys it. He didn't complain about it when I was doing it. So I'm going to take that as he approves. It is what it is. All right. Getting ready to roll out for tonight's A main. Go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineup for this one. Craig Silby on the front row with Josh Gerlach, who is outside. Those two tied in the Ironman series. Mighty Midget series, however, being led by Josh, but Craig not even making it into the top 5 just yet. Cody Parmalee and David Corian in row number 2. Oh yeah, they're gonna do a single file here. Dang it. Sorry guys, I forgot. What they're doing is they're going single file. Gonna take the green flag, then get lined up based off of the redraw. I even talked to these guys about it beforehand. Said I knew what I was doing and then completely forgot. We'll take the green flag, then everyone will stack up and we will let them loose. As the field gets formed up now, 2 by 2. Back of the pack looked a little scraggly, but we go green flag either way. Rochart out to the early lead. Craig Silby trying to work on the outside. Got the 21 of Garrett Boyd digging hard on the inside lane. So Brochart out in front. Check in on a few cars towards the back of the pack right now. Brent Wacker running in 15th. So Brent tailing the field here. Meanwhile, the 38 of Billy Barrows working his way forward. Right now, he's behind Josh Gerlach. And yellow flag going to come out. Trouble for Logan Henderson. Gonna get very close quarters racing. Up and over goes Henderson. Heavy contact with the 37. Austin Motley getting involved. Richie Gaines involved. Green flag back out. Rochart still out in front. Silby sitting in second. Krikorian in third. Garrett Boyd finding himself fourth. And Josh Gerlach rounding out your top five right now. Gerlach under pressure. Off the roll bar of Cody Parmley. He is working the inside lane right now. Got to watch out for those tires here at Kokomo. They will just grab that left front and toss you up into the air, and who knows where you're going to land. Reed Brochart with the race lead is our second yellow flag going to come out. Garrett Boyd in trouble on this one. Let's see what happened to Garrett Boyd. And the 21 trying to pull up alongside. Not quite clear. The yellow flag displayed once again. Here we go. Green flag back out. Brochart still charging into turn number one. Silby chasing him down. Krikorian, Gerlach, Billy Barrows now trying to crack himself into the top five. Cody Parmley from deep in the field now finds himself solidly inside the top five. Great racing at the back of the pack as they're three wide in multiple spots. Bobby Yonke in the battle there, along with Wayne and Richie. This race About halfway through as we go on board with Josh Gerlach. The 38 of Billy Barrows just ahead of him. These two start trading sliders. Barrows and Gerlach in a very tight points battle for the mighty Midget series. As Cody Parmley takes over the race lead, finding himself out in front and now starting to pull away from Brochart. Take a look and see how that went down. Making that high side work to his advantage. Cody ripping that top side very well. Inside of 10 laps to go, sets that right rear just on the cushion and keeps it pegged to the floor. Great throttle control to make it look this easy. Meanwhile, Silby still following in the tire tracks of Brochart. Can he find a way around? Craig doing all he can to look for an opening. Craig gonna send it down to the bottom. Here we go. Slide job for second place. Does it stick? Not quite. But Reed knows that he is under attack. Trouble. We got one around. I believe that is Billy Barrows. And our third yellow flag of the night comes out. So Billy getting sideways. It looked like one driver just got in a little too much and the 38 couldn't get it woed up in time. Take one more look at it. As the green flag comes back out, we're back underway. Trying to close this one out. Armley checking out on the field, wasting no time as Craig Silby in second place. He was out in front when the yellow came out. Brochart now sitting in third. Gerlach fourth, and fifth is David Krikorian. And another yellow flag, this time for Mike Gabard. Take a look at this one. Gabard tagging that tire. Sorts it and gets rolling once again. Billy doing a good job at dodging that. Billy would have been in his second incident of the night. Not a whole lot of fun when that starts happening. Gonna have 3 to go. Wrap up our fourth caution of the night. Cody on the throttle. Silby trying to give chase. Craig Silby gonna look down to the bottom here. Drifts up just a little bit. We're on the final lap. Armley out in front through 3 and 4. Here he comes to pick up race win number 3 in a row for him. Harmony gets it done in the first race of tonight's triple header. We'll see if we get any of our drivers who finished well come in and talk to us. But we're going to go ahead and start with our race winner. Or I'm sorry, this is second place finisher, Craig Silby. Craig, congratulations, man. A solid second place finish for you.
Thanks very much, mate. That was a very, very hard race. It was just hammer down around the top. I got to congratulate Cody. He's normally riding around the bottom, and he showed us all how it was done around the top there tonight. So well done, that guy. And Reed, man, he put up such a fight. It took me so many laps to get past him. What a race. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that battle that you had with Reed. Man, it seemed like the two of you were almost the same speed lap after lap. How'd you finally make it work?
Oh, yeah, we're all on exactly the same thing. We're, these are fixed setups, same cars, same setup, same track. So it's just little by little by little. He wasn't making any mistakes, so I just had to send it down there and hope like hell it stuck. So yeah, congratulations to everyone for showing up tonight. It was another great race at the NetCode eSports Mighty Midget Series.
All right, man. Well, nice job and congratulations on second place.
Thanks, KR. I'd just like to thank the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and Josh and Billy and everyone that shows up. It's a great place to race. Thanks, guys, and congratulations again to the winner.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Craig Silby getting it done for second place here tonight. Now let's move on to our race winner, who is finally here. Cody, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Solid run for you out there tonight. Had to come from deep in the field, but you found a way to make it work.
Yeah, I mean, I was just cruising line. I was cruising for most of the race, and then once they got spread out on the top, or when they started running the bottom, is when I started trying to hit my marks, trying to make some passes.
Well, man, it looked like that car was hooked up on the high side, but it looked super smooth out there when you were doing it, but we could see the bumps going on. Tell me a little bit about that throttle control.
I was floored for most of the race. The beginning is when I was on the throttle control, but once I got the lead, I was pretty much full throttle for the whole race.
See, throttle control, it's either on or off. That's pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, man, congratulations on the race win. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yeah, I want to thank the NetCode for putting the race on, and of course you guys for streaming.
All right, man. Well, Cody, congratulations. You gonna finish out tonight with 2 more wins?
I'm gonna try.
There you go. That's the spirit. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Cody Harmele, our race winner. Now let's move on to our third place finisher. That is Reed. How you doing, Reed? Congratulations on a great third place run.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it was a really, really fun battle tonight. Feels really good to end up getting on the podium tonight.
And it seemed like a heck of a fight out there with Craig Silby for you, and then bring it home in third. Good solid run all around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so much fun racing with this group of guys, and Craig's one of the quickest guys out here. So, anytime I can lead some laps and hold off a guy of his caliber. I mean, Cody came through late and just had so much speed. It just feels good to be up front and be in the fight the entire time. And kudos to both Cody and Craig. They were super good tonight and ran each other really hard and clean, and it was a great battle.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Any other shout outs, thank yous that you need to add?
Yeah, I appreciate it. First of all, thank you for coming out and broadcasting tonight. It's always greatly appreciated. We love racing with the series and being able to show it off. And I got to shout out my teammates for the B team, David Krikorian, and also Josh and Billy for putting this league on, and for all the competitors that come out week in and week out. It's a blast to be out here. Thank you again.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
It is Reed Brochart bringing it home in third in our first of 3 races tonight. So with that being said, going to step away for a quick break as we transition into the next session. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back to go into race number 2.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our second race of tonight's triple header. This one here is at Kokomo. Our final race will take place at Huset. So drivers are getting a little bit of a warm up out there. So Cody making it 3 in a row, earning that hot shoe award or moniker that he's been given. So here we go tonight. For the first time, we will be doing a qualifying session. Brent out on the speedway in the 12. Times are starting to come in just at 13 seconds. Billy Barros, first one to be close to pole position. Looks like that tag in the wall gonna do it in for him. A 12.99 is what he gets. See if Gerlach can make something happen. Gosh, jumping up into third place. Billy Barros, right now, our pole sitter. It looks like just a few more cars to qualify. Craig Silby out on the speedway, and he is on the clock. Looks like he's going to pull in. So far, 12 cars taking a time. As the timer starts to tick down, Craig Silby, Cody Parmley, the only two drivers, look like they will not be turning in a lap time. Coming up next week on May 8th for round 6 of this Mighty Midget series will be at Weed Sport. Mighty Midget series also has falls smack dab in the middle of that Ironman series that they have. The Ironman series running all year long. So at next week's doubleheader will be 2 races at Weed Sport. So that will be race 29 and 30 for the Ironman series. A lot of racing to go, and coming into tonight's triple header, amazing to find out that despite all the races, 2 drivers sitting tied at the top spot. Let's go ahead and take a moment here as I collect my thoughts. There's so many thoughts. It's It's a big oof. Go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup as we wait for just one car. That is Lizzie Smith. Lizzie, I believe, is race control, but no one has told me otherwise. That would be my guess, but this one going to be Bobby Yonke, Reed Brochart, Logan Henderson, Austin Motley. Mike Gabehard, James Gray for row 3, Brent Wacker, Cody Parmalee, and Craig Silby in this one. Cody Parmalee continues to be the hot shoe, so he gets a feature EOL into the line. As long as he is on this hot streak, he will be at the tail end of the starting of every feature. The LCQ winner here tonight will join the top 5 in the feature redraw. So an LCQ guy has an opportunity to even sit on the pole as we go green flag for this LCQ. And we took our top 5 drivers in qualifying. And now we will take the race winners. We got one sideways, but we stay green. Craig Silby pointed in the wrong direction. Looks like Silby gets it straightened out and gets rolling once again as we stay green. But Silby going to have some work cut out for him. So Yonke out in front. Cody started at the tail end of this field and continuing to try and work his way forward. Already up 4 spots, got 8 laps to go. Brochart in the 93, sitting in 3rd. Logan Henderson 2nd, and Bobby Yonke continues to be our race leader. Austin Motley in trouble, pulls to the infield. And Motley looks like he is done for this LCQ. So Henderson comfortably in 2nd, trying to chase down Yonke, and Henderson just set the fastest lap of this race at a 13.01. So a lot of speed still in this track as we qualified pole position at a 12.99. Top 4 have broken away, but they are single file. Gabart, Gray, Silby bringing up the tail end of the field with Brent Wacker in the final spot. 2 laps to go in this one. Oh, as Henderson into the wall. Parmalee gonna strike. Slide job. Can it stick? Here comes Henderson to challenge back, but Henderson can't get the run up off the corner. It is the final lap. And Bobby Yonke going to win this LCQ, and he will get to join the redraw with another shot at pole position. So while we wait for the redraw, there's only been 4 previous races here in this league at Kokomo. We've had 3 different winners. Craig Silby, no stranger to victory lane, as he splits victories with Bo Brandon. Bo has 3 wins to his credit here in the Mighty Midgets. And Craig Silby has 1. Trying to make it another one. Our first 3 rows have been set by the redraw. The inside of row number 1 will be the 38 of Barrows. To his outside, Billy Yonke. So that win in the LCQ propelled him up into the front row. Billy be feeling his lucky, or Bobby will be feeling his lucky stars. Billy Barrows, Bobby Yonke on the front row. The 21 of Garrett Boyd be on the inside of row 2, and to the outside, that is Wayne Anelski. Row number 3 on the inside row, there's Josh Gerlach. And our final spot by redraw is Dave Krikorian in the 66. The warm-up session complete. We get ready for tonight's main event. So the first 3 rows have been set. Let's go ahead and take a look at our final 3 rows. Cody Parmalee will be starting at the tail end of the field. The Reed Brochart, Logan Henderson, Mike Gabehart, James Gray, Craig Silby. And Brent Wacker and Austin Motley. Where's the back? As they go single file. Still gonna cycle around one more time. As they start to get ready to double stack, we'll have another 30 lap event here at Kokomo. Then we move on to Huset. Here we go, getting double file. Working its way into turn number 3. Here we go. Green flag is out. Billy with a good start. easily clearing Yonki. Harmley had to start at the tail of the field and working his way up to 10th place already. Heck of a battle going on with some of these guys as we go on board with the 66. And you can see the third lane is from the middle on up, but a few cars venturing down to the bottom in our first yellow flag. Big check up there. We got our first yellow flag. It looked like trouble for Silby. And Silby, not sure what happened to him, but not a good place to stall out. So Craig Silby pulls into the infield. And here we go, green flag out once again. First yellow flag of the night wrapped up. Billy takes to the lead once again. Bobby Yonke trying to close the gap on him. Wayne Anelski in third. But Josh Gerlach battling on the bottom, really starting to hike that left front up in the air as he's digging hard off the corner. Hit the slick spot there, falls back a few spots. Gonna have to check that line and try and keep it in the nice grippy stuff and not in that slicky slidey stuff. As Barros continues to lead, Donkey starting to mount a challenge and trying to take a look to the inside. Can't quite make it work that time. Bobby getting into the corner a lot better at the 38 with just a tick better exit. Right now, that's all the difference that Barros needs to continue to lead. Wayne sitting in third. Oh, and Wayne getting into Yonke just a little bit. Gave him room to catch it. Now we continue racing. Meanwhile, the hard charger making his way up into the top five. Cody Parmley, here he comes. 18 laps to go. Wayne under attack by the 16. Slide job. Wayne challenging right back to the inside. Now Wayne fully commits to the bottom lane, and that will leave the outside open for Cody, and he slots into third place. Couple other battles going on. Mike Gabehard battling with James Gray. Gray has the spot. Gabehard wants it. Gabehard down on the bottom. Meanwhile, we got a heck of a fight for the race lead. It is a 3-car battle between, now making a 4-car battle, Yonke, Parmley, Barros, and Boyd. As things have really gotten hot. Oh, as contact. Garrett Boyd getting into the back bumper. Yonke comes away with the race lead. Parmley second, Barros third and Boyd in fourth. And Cody diving down to the bottom. Big slide job. Donkey pulls down to the inside, even with him, into 3 and 4 and off of turn number 4, Cody Parmley. Earning that hot shoe award once again with 10 laps to go. He's got to hold on to it, and they will put him at the tail end of the feature at Huset. So Cody out here making it look easy and using that throttle control. It's real easy to control the throttle when you put it on the floor. As the yellow flag has come out once again. This one looks to be Austin Motley and Brent Wacker in trouble. Brent Wacker just slow. Oh, Austin Motley was slow. Brent Wacker goes for a tumble. There we go. That was a big hard hit. As we go green of flag racing. Second yellow flag of the night wrapped up. Inside of 10 laps to go. And the yellow flag going to come out once again. This one looks to involve Bobby Yonke. James Gray getting a piece of it as well. Yonke into the wall, up and over he goes. Gray nowhere to go. Tags him and continues rolling. Take one last look at it here. We're gonna go green flag racing once again. 3 yellow flags in tonight's A-Main second race of the night. Down to 5 laps to go. Garrett Boyd making it up to second, and the yellow flag going to come out for a 4th time. This one for Josh Gerlach. Your points leader getting his right rear into the wall. Climbs the fence, and oh my, looks like the throttle hung on that one. That was a wild ride for sure. Right rear just tags the wall. That was enough to climb him up the fence. Either way, we're going back racing. Down to 4 laps to go in this one. Parmley out front. Boyd, Barros, Anelski, and Henderson, your top 5. Henderson trying to take a peek to the inside of Billy Barros. Cody checking out. Garrett Boyd under pressure from Anelski as we got 2 laps to go. Henderson pulling into 4th. Brochart up into 5th, and Billy Barros falling to 6th place. Final time around though for the 16. As Parmalee makes it 2 in a row for tonight. picking up his second win of the night. Garrett Boyd going to bring it home in second. Take a look at the rest of our results. Wayne Anelski, the final spot of the podium. Logan Henderson, Reed Brochart, Billy Barrows, James Gray in seventh. Bobby Yonke able to recover a little bit of ground after he went for that tumble. Ninth is David Krikorian, Mike Gabehard, Josh Gerlach, Austin Motley, Brent Wacker, Craig Silby in 14th. So as we move on, let's see about getting a quick word in with our race winner, and that is Cody. Cody, another solid run from the back of the field to the front.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun race. I mean, I think it was mostly top dominant, but other than that, it was a fun race.
Yeah, a lot of cars were on the top side, including your race car. So what was it like coming through the field for you on this one?
It was fun because everyone was running top, like it was a dominant, but it was hard trying to make moves to find ways around them when they're all running the same line. So I had to wait for either a mistake or a good run off a four to throw a slider in one and two. It was just, I don't know, it was a lot of throttle control as well. But yeah, that was a fun race.
Well, man, it looked like it was fun out there and getting through this night very quickly. We move on to Huset's for our third and final event. Still labeled with the hot shoe. Going to be able to come from the back of this one?
I don't know. I have another league race that goes on right now, so I don't know if I'm going to make that one, but maybe.
I got you. All right, man. Well, shout outs, thank yous, anything you need to add for this one?
Pretty much the same as the last time.
All right, Cody. Well, once again, congratulations. Nice job on the race win here tonight. 2 in a row for you.
Thank you.
That is Cody Parmalee. Now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is Garrett Boyd. Garrett, congratulations. A solid second place run for that 21 machine.
Yeah, it was pretty narrow on the top there towards the end.
Tell me a little bit about the battle that you had up there, because it seemed like at one point it was Yonke, and another point it was Barrows, and then you had Wayne breathing down your neck.
Yeah, I was just trying to stay consistent and keep the car out of the wall in 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 was a little bit easier, and you could drive the car straighter into the corner, but 1 and 2 is a lot rougher on the top, and wall can really reach out and grab you and ruin the night.
Yeah, we saw it catch a couple of cars. Right rear just tags that wall and sends you up the fence in the case of Josh Gerlach. But man, nice job. Kept your car, going the right direction, bringing it home in second place. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
I'd like to thank all the guys that put up money to broadcast this deal for us. I know that kind of hurt our car count at one point, and then now we've kind of lulled in car count again, but thanks to them, we get to watch it and act like we're real drivers. And then obviously you, KR, for being here since Roger's off gallivanting around having a good time.
Well, I can't believe that guy. I mean, seriously, we got things to do here and he's off playing.
Yeah. Lazy man. Right?
Garrett, thank you very much, man. Solid second place run for you. Good luck at Huset's. I think you got one more spot to go, and you got it at Huset's. I can feel it.
Yeah, hopefully we can carry that momentum.
All right, Garrett Boyd, ladies and gentlemen, your second place finisher. Now let's move on to our third and final podium finisher. That is Wayne Anelski. Wayne, I hope I said that right. If not, educate me.
Oh, yeah, you said it perfect.
Oh, wow. I can't believe I got that right. What? All right, Wayne. Well, congratulations. A great third place run for the number 13. Tell me a little bit about the race out there that you experienced.
It's a slick track out there. It's pretty fun. Just rip the top. Watch out for people throwing bombs, but that's what you got to do to move up. It was a good race, fun. Yeah.
Well, man, nice job on that one. We got one more at Huset's. What do you think it's going to take to win the race at Huset's from your point of view?
It's going to take a lot. Huset's a tight track. We're really going to have to wait and see how the track is, but we're going to give it all we got.
All right, man. Well, good luck in that one. Shout outs, thank yous, final things you need to add for the race here at Kokomo.
Thank you for broadcasting. Thanks for Josh for hosting, and thanks to everybody who watches, Mikey, my dad, my mom, everybody. Thank you, everyone.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne Anelski bringing it home in third place. All right, so that is going to do it for our events here at Kokomo. Now we head over to Huset's in another session. So if everyone will give me a moment, we're going to load up a new session and get right back into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we get ready to rock here at Huset. We have our final event of tonight's triple header. Drivers out qualifying right now. Wayne Anelski brought it home third place just a moment ago, and now he has to try and do it all over again. James Gray to the top. Now Billy Barros once again with a quick time at a 13.21. Josh Gerlach making his way out onto the speedway. Gerlach in the 71. Where will he qualify? The top 5 advance straight to the A main. And then we have a redraw for the LCQ winner. Or we throw in the LCQ winner into the redraw. I'll spit it out sooner or later. That's a pretty red on that 66. Mike Minis making his first start for tonight's triple header. And all 13 drivers have qualified. Garrett Boyd on top of the leaderboard with a 13.07. Craig Silby still out on the track, but this qualifying session is over with, and Silby going to pull in. Garrett Boyd, Josh Gerlach, Billy Barros, Reed Brochart, and Logan Henderson straight to the A main. James Gray, Bobby Yonke, Wayne Anelski, Mike Gabard, Dave Krikorian, Mike Meanies, Brent Wacker, and Craig Silby all in the LCQ. As we wait for the final few moments of this session to wrap up. Once again, want to thank you all for coming out as we get ready for this LCQ. Roger will return in 2 weeks, but you'll have me once again on May 8th, as we'll have a doubleheader at Weedsport. Go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for this LCQ. Again, the race winner, or the winner of this event, will go into the redraw. James Gray, Bobby Yonke on the front row. Wayne Anelski and Mike Gabard for row 2. Row 3, David Krikorian and Mike Meanies. Brent Wacker and Craig Silby at the tail end of the field. The Menace? Menace? I don't know. It'd be a long E, but E's. Come on, Mike. Not my fault. I don't know how to read. Do what I can. Do what I can to cause chaos. Race truck gonna get out of the way. Green flag is out. 12 laps to set the rest of the field, and one driver to the redraw. James Gray right now has the top spot. Donkey on the outside trying to make it work. Gray goes down to the bottom. Bobby in the 28, stays to the high side. That time Gray kind of in the middle. Bobby with a good run. They make contact, and Bobby gets out of the throttle and lets everyone settle it back down. Silby trying to come from the back of the pack. As we go on board with Craig, looking out the front bumper. Craig behind the 13 of Wayne Anelski. A lot of drivers down on the bottom right now. Not like at Kokomo where everyone was fighting for the high side. We got quite a bit of drivers who have transitioned to the bottom lane here very early. David in the 66. Starting to pick that front end up as he is digging hard. Moved his way into third. Along with Craig Silby, he's the only two drivers that have worked their way forward. Everyone else been sitting right where they started. James Gray, your race leader. Yonke in second. Gray trying to check out with 5 laps to go. Yonke not letting him get away, and Silby setting a quick lap in this LCQ, getting by the 66 and making it stick. Silby gonna have a few laps to go and looking like he is getting a great run up out of the corner. Shoots himself into second, and Silby looking very fast down on the bottom. Looks like he has found something, and he is using that inside berm to his advantage. James Gray gonna try and hold him off, and Gray gets into the wall, and big tumble for Craig. Sorts it out and gets rolling, but that was all the break that Silby needed. White flag for the 7. Craig Silby one more time around to put himself into the redraw. And Craig Silby gonna win. Yonke, Krikorian, Anelski, Gabehard, Gray, Wacker, and Mike Meanies round out this LCQ. As we get ready for the redraw, Gray just got into the outside wall with the right rear and sent him for a spin. Our final race in tonight's triple header event. Our redraw is set. Row number 1 going to be made up of Boyd and Henderson. Row 2 will be the 38 of Barrows and the 71 of Gerlach. The 7 of Silby be on the inside of row 3, and the 93 of Brochart on the outside. So Silby gaining 1 extra spot from that redraw. Rest of the field will be Bobby Yonke, Dave Krikorian, Wayne Anelski, Mike Gabehard, James Gray, Brent Wacker, and Mike Minis. So we begin to roll out. You'll see him once again get single file. Ride around like that for a moment, take the green flag, and then everyone stack up in their appropriate starting positions. So the pace truck should head towards the infield this time around. And then Garrett Boyd will be in charge of this field. Call gonna go out, get too wide, and they're gonna start to form up as we get ready to go green flag racing. So here we go. Green flag is out for our final race here tonight at Huset. Garrett Boyd with the early breakaway, the 21, sending it out there. The Boyd starting to pull away. Craig Silby, though, already into second. Silby with some quick moves, moving himself into second place right away. Still using that bottom lane and still looking for that huge shot up off the corner. Boyd moves down to the bottom to cover off Silby. And maybe Boyd found a little something there as he took a big shot up out of the corner. So Silby trying to close in on Boyd. These two have a bit of a gap back to Billy Barrows as Silby crawls all over the back bumper. Corian, as Gerlach climbs the inside berm and tried to launch that midget to space. A lot of great hard racing here at the back as Boyd and Silby continue to go at it. Boyd gonna take a look to the inside here. Craig might have the run he needs this time. And Silby slides up to the high side to block off Boyd, but Boyd slides down to the inside with a good exit. But Craig Silby going to seal the deal, and he is out in front. Silby had to start deep in the LCQ, picked up the win there for the redraw. The redraw didn't do him a whole lot of favors, but seems like it didn't matter as in less than 10 laps, he has the race lead. But Gabehard in trouble here. Let's see what happens to the 81. Into the wall and a little bit of damage, and that's enough to bring out the yellow as he did try to get it going. Couldn't quite make it work as the 12 and the 30 were coming around. So the 7, your race leader, and did so by starting in 5th. Pace truck getting out of the way. Here we go once again. So Silby pulling out big lead, opening up almost a 1 second gap. Billy Barrow sitting in third, under pressure from Logan Henderson, Bobby Yonke, and Wayne Aneski sitting in 6th place. We got one in trouble, Logan Henderson going around. Henderson was running towards the front. It sounded like he got into the wall. Take a look. And Henderson just tags it coming off the corner. So Henderson to the tail. As long as the damage is not too bad, he's got a shot at working his way forward and getting back into the top 5. Pace truck going to get out of the way. And Silby to the throttle, and we go. 2 yellow flags have wrapped this one. Well, we've wrapped up our second yellow flag. Donkey getting in the wall a little bit there. As Silby continues to lead. James Gray in the 76, who was leading the LCQ right up until took himself out along the wall. Finds himself in 9th as he is struggling to work his way forward here in this event. Henderson, who took himself out under our last yellow, now finds himself in 11th. He's gained a little bit of ground, but hasn't really shown a shot at making it back into the top 5. As we're less than 10 laps to go. Craig Silby out in front. So Silby, your race leader. Creed Brochart in 8th. Yonke and Gerlach sitting in 6th and 7th as Wayne Anelski under pressure by the 71 of Josh Gerlach. So Silby now a 2-second gap. As our third yellow flag of the night comes out. This one looks like Bobby Yonke in trouble. '28, just trying to keep it off the back bumper. Ends up looping it around on his own. The laps winding down in this one. 30 lap A main event. Field gonna go ahead and pass that pace truck as we get ready to fire off once again. Here we go, pace truck out of the way, and the 7 of Craig Silby on the throttle. Green flag is out. The 3 yellows have slowed us down here at Huset's. We are inside of 5 laps to go. 38 of Barrows trying to close in on Craig Silby, and look like they're both running very similar lines. The 38 falling back just a little bit. Now 2 to go. Gerlach in the 71 creeping into 3rd as he and David Krikorian going after it. Final time around though, the 7 of Craig Silby out in front of Billy Barrows. Off of turn number 4, and for our 3rd and final A main, Craig Silby will pick up the win. Billy Barrows in the 38 brings it home in 2nd. 3rd will end up going to David Krikorian. Look at the rest of our results for this one as our drivers get ready for the post-race interviews. Josh Gerlach brings it home in 4th. Wayne Anelski in 5th. 6th goes to Reed Brochart. James Gray 7th. 8th is Logan Henderson. Mike Gabard in 9th. 10th goes to Brent Wacker. Bobby Yonke 11th. 12th, Garrett Boyd. And Mike Minis in 13th spot. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a moment to talk to our race winner. And for the 2nd time tonight, we get to talk to Craig, but for the first time, he is our race winner. Craig, congratulations on the race win.
Okay, thanks a lot, mate. Really happy to get that win. I love this track. It's just hammer down, good fun.
Well, Craig, your qualifying time was in the tank and you had to come through the LCQ. You picked up the LCQ win. It really didn't do you a whole lot of favors to be in the redraw, as it only put you to the inside of the row you were going to start in anyways.
Yeah, I do that every week. I try and start last in that LCQ just to give me some more laps. I just want to pass cars. So that LCQ was wild fun. That was hard out. And so yeah, then we had a few to pass in the feature, and we got it done. So that was cool.
Well, man, that feature looked really fast. In fact, you made it up to 2nd so quick, I didn't even catch it. Tell me about the start of this A main.
Good question. I'll have to go back. I'll go back and study the replay because that's where I learned most of my stuff, and see how it all went. But there was a few guys missing, so that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, it was wild fun.
All right, man. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add for this great race win for you tonight?
Oh, thanks again to you for stepping in for Roger and Digital Sim Sports Network, and really looking forward to seeing the footage online from the Dirt Racing Network. You guys make us look so flash, and Billy and David, those guys were chasing me hard, so I'm glad I got there in the end, and Josh for putting this whole show on. It's such good fun. Thanks very much, guys.
All right, there you go, Craig Silby getting it done here and picking up the race win. Once again, Craig, congratulations. All right, now let's move on to our 2nd place finisher. And that is the driver of the 38, none other than Billy. Billy, congratulations on a 2nd place finish here. That 38 looking pretty fast here at Huset's.
Hey, yeah, thanks a lot. I wish I could have converted some of that speed a little earlier in the night. I felt like I had podium pace, just didn't quite go my way the first two, which happens. But yeah, no, it was fun. Had some really good battles, so it seemed like it was close. A couple different lines that worked. Really, really unfortunate what happened to Garrett there. Something I'm sure we'll address behind the scenes here. But yeah, he had such great pace, and Craig did such a great job too. And it's cool to see DK up here on the podium. And yeah, just a good night, man.
Man, a solid race here at Huset's. The Kokomo always puts on a good show, but I think Huset's is probably one of my favorite tracks on this service. How do you guys feel about that league wide?
I think we're on the same page here. This is actually the second time we've ever run here as a league. We opened the season with it at the beginning of the year, and I think we're probably going to come back next season. It just wasn't on the schedule this time around. But yeah, for us, we do so good at places like this. It's got a lot of similarities to I-55. We love racing there. It's really, really racy. Really, really good width and banking, and just well suited to these cars, I think.
All right, man. Well, again, a solid second place run for you. Any final shout outs, thank yous you need to add?
Yeah, thank you, KR. Appreciate you, man, filling in and giving us such great commentary here. Good to have you on board, and look forward to seeing you next week. I just wanted to say thanks to Josh Gerlach for putting the league together and inviting me to be a part of it, and everyone who comes out and races with us every week. It's so much fun.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your second place finisher, Billy Barrows. Job, Billy. Now let's move on to our third and final interview of the night, and that is David Krikoria. David, congratulations, third place. Nice job out there. That's 66. Not only is that a beautiful red, but man, that car looked good coming to the checkered.
Yeah, got third. Probably shouldn't have finished third, but we'll take it. We were not good for about the first half of the race, and I just drove her in deeper on the bottom of 1 and 2, and it stuck, and I passed about probably 4 of them within probably 3 or 4 laps.
Well, when it sticks like that, it makes it look makes it real easy to pass cars.
Yeah, it's nice having a second option for once. A lot of the times in this dirt stuff, you just get locked into one lane, and just if one guy makes a mistake, then you throw the slider on him. But we had at least a 1 and 2, two pretty good lanes. 3 and 4 is a lot harder to just get to stick out of fork. It was a lot more narrow.
All right, man. Well, shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add for this third place finish tonight?
Shout out to all the homies on the B team. Kind of a mediocre night, or so-so night, but we'll take it.
All right, man. Well, great job here at Huset's and picked up that third and final step of the podium. Next week, we head to Weedsport. Will we get to see you there as well?
Yeah, we're in this full time, and Beatsport's one of my more favorite tracks in this car, so hopefully we can put another show on.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on third place tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for all of us here on the Dirt Racing Network. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. Roger will be gone next week as well, but then you'll get him back. But hopefully you'll join me for one more show at Weedsport. So until then, y'all stay safe. Have a great night.